Hello and welcome back to another Lost Lands episode of Ultima Online. Grofus here. Today we are going to be going over a complete growing guide. Well, the first thing you need is you'll need to come to a provisioner and buy these plant bowls. We'll just grab we'll get 10 of them. And then once you get your bowls, you'll need to find a patch of dirt. Any patch of dirt will work. If you have fertile dirt, you could use that as well. It makes your plants grow a little bit faster. Not a huge noticeable difference, so I just use regular plain old Britain dirt. It works just fine. So you just double click your bowl, click on the dirt, and it puts it in the bowl. And then before you get started, some basic supplies you'll need is some pitchers of water. And I would suggest getting a greater poison keg, a greater cure keg, a greater heal keg, and then a greater strength keg. You'll only have to use greater heal and greater strength if you miss a day on curing the disease or applying your poison, but it's nice to have them on hand just in case. So the way it works is you'll want to start your plants at a convenient time where you can recheck your plants every single day. When they're new, the window to check them is pretty tight, so if I plant them right now, 24 hours from now, tomorrow, I'll have to recheck. As they get more mature, the window becomes, I guess I could say, more lenient. And then you could do them, 4 or 5 hours early, 4 or 5 hours late, and it won't matter. So I've started some plants already to kind of show you as the days progress. That way you can see. So we're going to plant some new ones. In the seed box here. So I already got some bowls filled with dirt, I guess, already here. So what you do is you double click the bowl. And these are all locked down. I don't know if they have to be locked down or not to do it. I don't think it matters. But you have to first put 2 pitchers of water on your dirt. Just click the picture there, right there on the gump. And that moistens the dirt. That allows you to put a seed in it. We'll double click our seed. We'll click on the bowl, and now that's planted. Open it up again, it'll say vibrant. That's how you know it has a seed in it. And we'll repeat the same process for these other bowls that don't have seeds in them yet. Out of seeds in my bag, so open up my seed box, and there's all sorts of variations. So we'll just plant one of these, and we'll plant one of those, and we'll grab one more. Do a yellow brush. Okay. Oops. And you can grow plants for them to be decorations. You can grow plants for resources. There's all sorts of different things you can grow plants for. Things of water. We'll put our seed in. So those are all ready for day 1. All I have to do is 24 hours from now log back on and check them, and they might not need any attention and they'll just say vibrant like this plant is. Or they might have like a minus to where it would say that you would need a cure pot or a greater heal pot. Well, looks like I've already taken care of these for today. That one doesn't need anything. Okay, here we go. So this one, see, it has a negative next to the water, which means it needs 1 drink of water. If this is red, that means it'll need 2 drinks of water. But it'll only move 1 step per day, so if you're late, then that could be red and you'd have to apply 2. If you ever have something that's red, go ahead and put 2. Go ahead and do a heal, and that'll restore it back to the way it was the next day. And then you'll want to do a strength as well, and that'll try to catch it up. That way you don't lose any days, because it usually takes about 2 weeks to go through. Elephant ear, now it needs 1 water. So this one needs, it's got a little plus there, so it's got some kind of insect infestation. You have to apply a greater poison. And it doesn't benefit you any going with deadly, so you might as well just use greater because it's a lot cheaper. But I don't think regular poison will work. And this one, it needs a water, and then it's got a fungus infection that's yellow, so it'll need 1 cure. That one's good to go for 24 hours. We got our fern. It just needs a little bit of water. And then if you mess up and you miss a day, this can go from vibrant to healthy to wilted. If it goes beyond wilted, it'll die and just become twigs, and then you basically lose your seed and have to start over. So just check it every day. And most of them will just need a drink of water, but sometimes you'll have this other stuff. Now we need a poison and water. And then I'll usually designate a growing area. This castle's, I got it all lined up all the way around. And then I have these little water troughs. I can just fill my water back up as needed. Oh, and let me show you resources. So like this particular plant, people grow it quite often for the thorns that it can provide as a resource. You can use thorns in Scara fields. I think they pop up bunnies. You can use them in swamps, and they can pop up tentacles to fight, where you can get like vines to decorate with. And so to get to the resource window, we click this little flower here, and you can see it's got 6 of 8, so it's produced 6 more seeds, which you can click. You can harvest just by clicking this little seed at the bottom, and then it's also made 6 resources. And you just click the little resources at the bottom. That pulls them out. And see, so now we got our seeds. Now we got our resources. Those are good to go. You can also cross-pollinate these plants before they start making resources and seeds. You can click this, and then you would click like the plant next to it, and you would cross-pollinate it for a chance to, or for it to make a different type of seed. Let me see if one of these are in that stage where we can do that. Yeah, so I can cross-pollinate this one. We'll cross-pollinate it with this plant. Oh, we can't because it's a mutant plant. Black and white plants are special. They have different rules. That one's already been pollinated. Yeah, because see, once it starts making seeds, then you can't pollinate it anymore. So I would have had to pollinate this with a non-black or white plant, but those are both black, so I can't. Once some of these come up, I will be able to. And as far as what they can make different color variations of all these plants back here. And when you're ready for it to not produce anymore and you want to turn it into a decorative plant, what you'll need to do is open your Gump back up, go back into this flower tab, and you'll click this top right button over here, and it'll say set plant to decorative mode. Hit the checkbox. You prune the plant. This plant will no longer produce resources or seeds, but will require no upkeep. So now, if I double click it, I have no more window. I can't water it. I can't apply poison or cure. And it's renamed to just a decorative plant versus, you know, what it was before. So these are all named what kind of plants they are. So now we can just take this plant, we move it up here to our little bag of finished plants. Oh, it's a green one. Yep, that's where that goes. And yeah, so that's it. Pretty easy. Can be overwhelming until you do it for a few days in a row, and then it just becomes really easy. You just have to keep a keg on hand of what I mentioned earlier, and the important thing is just consistency. Every day around the same time, check it, see what they need, and just don't skip any days, and you'll be good. So if you like this content, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. We'll keep some fresh things coming to the channel, and until next time, happy hunting, happy growing. See you later.